Hey guys, welcome back. This is my video about playing the D major scale with the bow now. So in my previous videos, you learned how to set up the left hand and pluck the D major scale. And in another video, you learned how to hold the bow, hold it in a straight line, and start to practice those open strings. So today we're going to learn how to put the two hands together. If you haven't looked at those other two videos, please take this time to do so. It's rather difficult to put the two together without a lot of preparation with both first, kind of in isolation. So what we're going to do is go through the D major scale a lot like we plucked it, where we're going to take a pause between each finger that we put down and then put the next finger down. Let's get set up on our D string, remembering a good location about halfway between the bridge and the fingerboard. And now I'm going to set up my super straight neutral wrist, curved fingers, lining up with the tapes on the fingerboard if you have them. You can glance at the fingers once to make sure everything looks good, and then come back to your neutral position here. So let's give this a shot. What we're going to do is two bows on each note, going out to about halfway along the bow. All right, so let's start it together. Open D. First finger down. Third finger down. Fourth finger down. Cross over to the A. First finger down. Three fingers down. Four fingers down. We'll stop right there and repeat. Fourth finger up. Second and third finger up. First finger up. Now cross over 4 on the D. Fourth finger up. Second and third up. First finger up. And there you go. All right, that's a great way to start and to practice it a few times initially for about a week or so. That just allows you to think about what you need to do before doing it, which is namely putting those fingers down and changing there. And it gives you the opportunity to do so while the bow is not moving. So we're not needing to totally put the two together yet. That being said, once you get a little practice with that, we're going to try it this way, which is without the stops. Again, I would recommend practicing it with the pauses in between the notes 2 or 3 times just to get the hang of it. And then once you're feeling comfortable, now it's time to try the next step. So let's give that a shot now. I'm going to do 2 notes per fingering, this time without the pauses, and I won't say anything. All right, let's try it. 2, 3, 4. So give both of those variations a shot a couple of times this week. And what you can always do as you start to feel more comfortable with them is you can try and speed up the scale a little bit, or you can start to play it with just 1 note per fingering, and I'll demonstrate that now. What I would recommend for this one is keeping the tempo still slow. So what I'm going to do is, instead of 2 medium speed bows, I'm going to do 1 bow still out to about the halfway point of my bow, maybe a little further, and it's going to be a bit slower in speed. So it would look like this, just to demonstrate. Something like that. Now here's a really crucial thing. Just because these are long sounding bows and they sound sort of slow, it's still important to put a beat to them. So I'm going to tap my foot, and I'm going to think 2 beats per note, like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Like that. I don't recommend tapping your foot as you play. That can be very distracting. But put your metronome on, give yourself a count off like I always do in the videos. Do something to kind of help you center the length of the note, even though it's a slow one, around a beat. Okay? So let's try it together. I'm going to give a count off and then we'll start 2 beats per note. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. I did my best just now to keep that beat internally inside of me going, but what I would recommend for you now is try that with the metronome. And in fact, all of the exercises you're doing currently, whether they're with plucking, just the finger without the bow, or you're doing your whole notes still, your open long tones on the open strings, I would definitely recommend keeping that metronome on and always measuring out the length of whatever you do to a certain beat or a number of beats. This is going to help integrate a sense of rhythm within you, which is a very crucial building block of music for sure. So the more practice you get integrating rhythm into what you do, the better off you'll be mastering pieces in the long run. All right, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.